How could you do this? You know better than anyone how much Lucky loves Elizabeth. Not that she deserves it, that two-timing slut, but he does. And Lucky's love for Elizabeth is a fact of his life. Maybe the defining one. You know how happy he was to be getting remarried to Elizabeth. You were there, you saw.
I know that. Look, I can't offer any answer that won't sound like justification. It was wrong, and I'm sorry for all the pain that I've caused everyone.
Sorry just isn't good enough.
If continuing with this case is going to destroy something fundamental in your soul, then it's just not worth it.
I can't drop this case right now. My bosses would knock me down to a traffic cop.
So be a traffic cop. Be the best traffic cop New York's ever seen, but one that can look himself in the mirror. Honey, I got no problem with that.
You know, the point is moot anyway. Even if I wanted to ditch this case, I can't. The warrant for Sonny's arrest is already in the works.
I couldn't figure it out. After all this time, why would Lucky start drinking again? I mean, I thought, yeah, it's a blow to find out that your brother's in love with your fiancée, but that's not a knockout punch. You could get through that without trashing your sobriety, as long as the two of you didn't act on it, but you did, over and
Lulu,
over.
Neither one of us wanted this, okay? It was monumentally self-destructive, but it wasn't intentional. I don't know what else to say.
So then when you were being swept out of your willpower, did you ever think about Lucky and how you might be hurting him?
Of course we did. We talked about it all the time.
So you just rationalized it away because nothing was more important than your overwhelming need for each other.
I know it sounds like a lie right now, but I love my brother more than anyone else in this world.
No, that's the saddest part about this, Nicholas. It doesn't sound like a lie. I know you love your brother, and that's what makes what you did so nauseating. Why didn't you reject Elizabeth? Why didn't you just slam the door in her simpering face and send her back to Lucky?
Stop blaming her. This was all my
doing. Don't you dare stand there and defend that tramp to me.
So the arrest warrant for Sonny's ready to go.
It's close.
How close?
I expect we'll take him into custody any day now.
And the evidence is solid?
There's a lot of it. From eyewitness accounts to self-incriminating statements recorded. Whole thing would have gone down by now, but the feds stepped in.
The feds? We're talking Rico now?
Yeah, Sonny's going away for a long time.
Is there any chance the feds are going to come after John?
No. Johnny seems safe this go-around. They're after the big fish, but as you can see, this is why I can't step down. It's out of my hands.
You did good. You came here to get a job done, and you did it. I'm proud of you.
It means a lot, Mom. I just wish I was more proud of myself.
Yeah, Lieutenant Gorski, it's Olivia Falconeri. I need to speak with who's ever in charge of the Corinthos case. Right away.
I get that you're disappointed. All I'm saying is that I was the initiator. I was the aggressor. I deserve your contempt, not Elizabeth. That's all I'm saying.
So where'd you guys sleep together the first time?
What, really? Windermere, the church room.
Did you
Why are you
lure
asking
her
me that?
there under false pretenses?
No.
Did you drag her by her hair? No, of course not. Elizabeth trotted herself practically up to the roof to sleep with you, just like she ran up 15 flights of stairs in the dark to seduce Jason. So don't stand there and try and make her out to be some innocent victim. This whole paragon of virtue act is not going to fly with anyone anymore.
Why are you so angry at her?
I'm plenty mad at you. But you own your own crap. You're dark and selfish and moody, but people can take you or leave you. She presents herself as this shining example of how to live by a work ethic and a moral code, like she's a dedicated mother and a dedicated nurse and dedicated to Lucky, but the only thing she was really dedicated to was sneaking around and playing mattress tag with you.
You know what, Lulu? You have no idea what you're talking about. You don't know how much Elizabeth and I struggled with this. Right? We didn't just tumble in bed together and not think about the consequences from that. That's not what we did.
Right. I got that. You couldn't help yourselves. Who the hell are you, anyway?
Thought you, might like an update.
Of course, come in.
Well, we're close. The evidence against Sonny is being reviewed by the feds, and if they're satisfied, a warrant should be coming down.
Well, that's good news. You know, it may not have always seemed so, but I'm grateful to you, Dominic. If the need arises, you may want to parlay that into something in the future.
Good to know I have a card to play. You might be needing one of your own, though.
Why is that?
Well, Carly's not going to be exactly ecstatic about your involvement in Sonny's arrest. In fact, I'm thinking divorce, if not second-degree murder. Why would you risk your relationship with the woman you love?
Because I have to protect my family. Sonny's a constant threat and it has to be stopped. As far as Carly's reaction, I intend to come clean with her as soon as Sonny's arrested.
Then there's Michael and Morgan.
Right. They're going to be furious. But their lives will be better off without Sonny's influence. So will Carly's. And so will my daughters.
Still, you're only fighting half a war. If you want to remove the criminal element from around your family, why all this energy on Sonny and none on Jason?
I've had to learn to accommodate Sonny. But not by choice. Because of the women that we've been involved with. Carly and Brenda. We seem to have the same taste. He brought chaos into their lives. And by extension, mine. For those reasons, I hate him. And more. It's not the same with Jason.
I don't see the difference. Same target for violence.
All right, listen to me. Sonny took advantage of a brain injury and brought a kid who didn't know any better into his organization. He handed him a gun and sent him out with orders to kill. It was the single most immoral act I've ever witnessed in my life. Okay, for that alone, Jason gets consideration. That and the fact that he's not an emotional threat to my family. He doesn't manipulate Carly and doesn't treat the boys like he owns them.
So the fact that Carly's crazy about Jason has nothing to do with it?
Of course it does. So I've cultivated a hands-off policy as far as Jason's concerned. Because Carly loves him beyond all reason. Now, I think it might be rough sailing for a while, but I have to believe that Carly will eventually forgive my role in Sonny's arrest.
But not Jason, right? He's a deal breaker?
Yeah, if I ever did that, I may as well shoot myself. Carly would come after me with a vengeance. So I leave it alone. Jason gets a free pass from me. But not Sonny.
Bethany, did I leave my cell phone? I
No,
can't find it.
I haven't seen anything around here.
Faithless, lying, sleeping with both of my brothers, slut. I hope you burn in hell.
Wait, hang on, hold on. You're sleeping with Nicholas?
Go on, answer. Tell everyone what a two-faced tramp you are.
So that's why Rebecca took off to Paris. 'Cause she found out he was having an affair with you.
God, you talked so much trash about Rebecca. You were all morally outraged over her lies. Turns out you're not only a family-wrecking tramp, you're also a raging hypocrite. And I thought I knew you. I thought you were someone to be admired. I actually believed you when you said that you loved Lucky and you couldn't wait to get remarried and build your sweet little house in the woods and live happily ever after. I totally bought into that Four Musketeers crap, but it turns out you and Nicholas were really just laughing in Lucky's face.
It wasn't Lucky.
No, shut up. You have no defense. Lucky and Nicholas were more than brothers. They were each other's best friend. And now all that's changed because some cheap little tart had to be the center of everyone's attention. Have you broken enough, Elizabeth, huh? Bond between two brothers, Lucky's sobriety, now your kids are losing the only father they've ever known. Have you done enough damage so you can slink into some dark hole somewhere and, I don't know, never show your sorry face again? No, I'm sorry. I suppose not. It's too much to hope for. Why would you go and do the decent thing? Well, hey, I still have one brother who hasn't been poisoned by you. Better watch out. She might start crying on your shoulder and make it 3 for 3.
All right, Lulu, that's enough.
I guess your martyr act is still working. Wow, it's not working with me. I see you for who you really are. You're a lying slut.